Hello everybody, Joe Clone here, back again with another LEGO Marvel review video. Today is a completely custom build review video, as I'm spoiling it because it's right in front of us. Today I will be reviewing my newly built custom, fully custom from scratch LEGO Nova Corps StarBlaster Starfighter ship. Wow, I can't believe how good this came out. Yeah, I really was inspired to build this by the official Lego set that has a StarBlaster in it, but it's way scaled down, that StarBlaster in that set, and it really doesn't look like how they actually look in the first Guardians film or in the comics. So that's really why I wanted to build my own. And I've never seen on the entire platform, and I've searched. I haven't seen anyone do this idea, so I'm pretty sure I'm one of the first people to do the StarBlaster for as a complete custom build from scratch. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. I'm trying to put this custom build on the map. And yeah, I just love how it looks. Sorry if I started off mobile here, but this thing is such weird dimensions that I really only could go mobile because it looks so good just from this angle, and just look at that. It looks so good. I also actually, the picture I used to build this, the picture I kept looking at while I was building this, was actually the StarBlaster ship that is basically parked in front of the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster at Epcot theme park in in Walt Disney World in Orlando. So yeah, I really was trying to go off of a actual real life version of it. So I'm just super happy with how this has turned out, and without further ado, I'm gonna break it all down for you guys. We're gonna go through each part, the front, the back, the functions, because it doesn't just stay like this. So without further ado, let's get into it. And wow, it actually does look good when I'm stationary here, but just to start off, before I really get into it, the stand was also a main want for me for this ship, because the original one really had no way for you to display it or look at it when it was all opened up with the wings all open. The official Lego one, you really couldn't display it at all unless it was closed. So I wanted to make a stand that I could actually display this thing on with the wings all opened up. So before I really get into it, I just wanted to point out that the stand was also a big area of customization for me for this build, because like I said, the official one, you really couldn't display it at all. But without further ado, we're gonna get into this build and break it all down. I can't believe how good it looks. I'm so happy with how it looks. But let's go. And wow, it looks so good on camera, and I'm so happy it does, because I had no idea how this video was gonna go. But as you see, it's all closed up like the StarBlaster starfighters do in comics and in the movies. They fly around like this when they're not in combat mode. And we're just gonna, I guess we could just start the breakdown. I just put these three Guardians here, Goats, Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, and Groot here, because they are the only three Guardians I have on my current Guardian roster that fought with the Nova Corps before Thanos Annihilation Wave them. Throwing some Easter eggs out there. If you're a real comic book fan and you got my reference there, then you're a G. But let's just start breaking it down from the front to the back, like how I like to do it here. This was a really, I gotta say, guys, this was a really, really hard custom build for me to do. I've gone through many iterations of it before actually getting this final product, and I really have a problem with the fronts of like making when I'm making a custom build. I really struggle with the front of of any vehicle and just trying to make the front look good. And honestly, with this custom build, I actually got the front down pat like very early in the build. It was really the back that took so long to get right. So I was always just happy with how the front looks in the main cockpit area. Just so good. I actually use a really weird system to build this here. As you could see, we have these hinge pieces here, right here and right here, right on sort of like near the vents of the front of the ship. And that's really what this what the whole side is. All of this right here is literally just basically floating on those hinges right there, as you can see under the ship. But it really doesn't matter because it still looks just so good. And I needed it to achieve the angle of the front of this ship because it has a very pointed nose. And I've achieved that very much so. I don't know if the weapons are on the front of it. That's the one thing honestly, one thing I'm still struggling with. I can't figure out where the weapons are on this thing. Like, I've looked over the clips of the Battle of Xandar, like, countless times when they're shooting at the, Ronan's forces. When they're shooting down Ronan's forces, in the Necrocraft, I've tried to see where the guns are on it, and I really can't figure out where the guns are on it. So I just put them in the front right here. I gave it these two nice little blasters, and I think they really look good. They're not excessive. Yeah, I love how they look like that right there. I do. I love that. I love that piece. That's a new piece for me to use. I know you guys are like, are you kidding me? That's not new for us. Hiatus, guys, remember, from 2013 to 2021, basically. So I'm back. But yeah, just look at the front right there. It's just beautiful. I gotta say. The rest of it is really all of these sort of smooth tile slopes, just all going down into that pointed nose there. Actually, a fun fact I really want to point out. This piece is actually the piece that is used in the original official Lego StarBlaster set. So when I saw this finding this piece was the main reason why I built this, because once I saw that, I was like, oh my god, that's actually what they use in the official set. So I honestly even looked at some of the first pages of the instructions to that set for the building of this part right here, and even the wings in the back, how they're connected to the ship in general. So very cool. Some elements of the official Lego one are seen in mine here. And the rest of the front, other than that, is just all detail, slopes, one stud, sort of shiny yellow pieces, just because these things are very bright, and obviously they have the massive laser net function also, so that's why I put a lot of these bright yellow pieces in there, and I really just think it looks good for the detailing. It makes this thing look fast, electric. Like, I really just love how this turned out. I'm so happy with it. But moving sort of on to the front here, and I'm probably missing things going over, but I'm literally like overstimulated on how good this thing. Like, look at that, boom, perfect. Let's go to the cockpit itself. So you just really lift it up. It's really only studded in. I couldn't really put a function in to where it's still connected, but I don't think it really sacrifices anything. It looks good other than that. This cockpit was I'm so happy I found this, because the first one I was using really didn't look that good, but so happy I found it. And then on the inside, here's the thing with the inside. I don't know what to do with the inside. Because these things aren't, they're starfighters, like Jedi starfighters. So they're not an X-Wings, like, they're not known to carry a lot of people in them. But as you could see, I have one guy in there, and I actually have a little cargo box in here. But if you take the cargo box out, you could actually fit, you could stand him up or sit him down. You could actually fit a second figure in there. So that's why I'm like, I don't know what to do. And you could even stud the cockpit in. And there you go. Now there's two figures in there. Pretty crazy. But that's why I was like, I don't know what to do with the inside. Should I put another seat in there? Like, I don't know. But maybe I'll just leave it so you could put the cargo box in there. And if you really, really had to, someone else could jump in there. But other than that, the inside, very minimal detailing because it's a very tiny space. I actually do have a lever in there. Funny enough, a yellow one and a yellow seat with a printed control panel. So, oh, and there's a little side panel printed in there. If you guys could see that. I didn't even realize I put that in there. Wow, look at me. Go me. Yeah, a lot of yellow, navy blue, and gray. Literally every yellow, navy blue, and gray piece I honestly own, I gathered to build this thing. Because, as you can see, there's even a yellow seat. So, very, very cool. But there's more of that inside, so you guys could see without the figure in there. Very minimal, but it's really what they are. There's not a lot of space in these anyway. They're really only meant for one Nova Corp pilot, so I don't care about that at all. And these I put on the sides, just extra thrusters, extra look. They were yellow. Yellow, obviously. If it was yellow, it went into this set. But yeah, funny enough, some of you guys probably notice where I got these pieces from. This is from a version of Anakin Skywalker's Jedi Starfighter, as well as this piece over here. And honestly, a lot of Anakin in this custom build, because these yellow wings are actually from Anakin's Pod Racer set, because mine was destroyed years ago. So I just thought the little logos here look perfect for these Nova Corps ships. I really think they just work. Look at it on the other side. I love how that turned out, even on the bottom there. I really love how that looks and turned out, because it looks like something. It looks like how they look in the movies. I love it. It looks like a logo that someone would have on these ships. But yeah, I just thought that's funny though. A lot of Anakin in this set, even though it's a Marvel set. But those stickers, I just think they just complete the look so good. So good. But now that we've really gone over, and I can really get in depth on like the whole structure in general, but then I would really have to take it apart. And I know I keep saying I'm going to make instructions for you guys, and I'm so sorry that I don't have them for this, because I really should, because this is something that I would want other people to have to build for their collections. And I'm sorry about that. It really is just, when I get into a custom build, it's literally like a spur of the moment. I'm like, all right, I'm in it, and I'm really like oblivious to just everything when I get into a custom build. Like literally, like my whole house could be burning down while I'm doing a custom build, and I just have to finish it until it's right. I don't even think about just pressing record on my camera because I'm a dumb clone. But it's all good, I guess. You guys are smart out there. You can figure out how to build this if you want. I might even just one day take it apart and make instructions for you guys, because I feel bad. But I really shouldn't, because I'm just so happy with how this turned out. And like I said, I know you guys are smart. You're smarter than me. So if you really wanted to figure out how to build this, I know you guys could. And you guys probably will even do a better job than me. But it's the whole point of Lego. Now that we've really talked about the front, let's move to the back. I was going to pick it up, but let me just show you it while it's on the ground. Sitting down first, I'll fold it up, and that is the back. As you can see, it's really intricate with all these different wings here. This was so hard for me to get right because, as you can see, it's really just a bunch of layered. It's really the wings sort of on the bottom levels of the layers, and just a bunch of bricks and different pieces just overlapping and covering it, because the first design I had of the back, it worked and it looked really good, but it was way too flimsy. Like, the wings would fall off just by looking at them. So that's why I'm trying to just show you the different layers and how everything is just covered and more structurally sound, because this was the hardest part of building this set, was this back area. And I just like it. It even the second iteration of it turned out looking fantastic. These I really just have back here. Like, I think of one as like an engine and one as like a generator for the laser shield function for these StarBlaster ships. So that's really why I put those back there. And yeah, it's really just a bunch of sloped off pieces, tile pieces. I like these sort of rounded vent pieces down there. They just look like more parts of the engine. I really just see this whole back part as the engine that's within the wings, because that's how it is in the movies and comics. So I'm so happy with how that turned out. And it looks so good. You rarely see the StarBlasters flying with the wings closed up like this, and I just think it looks so good like that. I pat myself in the back, but it's perfect, guys, and I'm in love with it. But now that I've gone over really the whole ship while it's in its closed up form, let me show you it in combat mode. Alright, I'm going to try and do this with one hand. If I drop this thing and it shatters, you guys will know why I am in a second Lego hiatus. No, I'm not. I'm never going into the hiatus again. But, well, never say never. Maybe when I have kids of my own, and then they could run my YouTube channel, guys, and I have clones of Joe Clone. God, I do not want to even think about that, but, yeah, it's really just, you guys know how Lego works. It's simple hinge pieces here with the wings. Actually, I said all the yellow wings are from Anakin's pod racer. All of the black wings are actually from one of the old Lego Dino dropship helicopter sets. So that's where all those came from. And honestly, a lot of these yellow pieces came from those old Lego Dino theme sets. So thank you, OG. But it really just opens up on these hinges. And before, literally, I couldn't even do this on the first version because it would snap off as soon as you even fold them out. And I hate flimsiness. I hate flimsy builds in Lego. It just really annoys me, and I really hate when a custom build of mine is flimsy. So that's why I really strived here to get this right, because as you could see, I could really just unfold all these wings and nothing falls apart. It's beautiful. I should have recorded the older version just to show you how much better this version is. And it's really, I'm sorry if I put some of it off camera while I'm rambling here, but I just know you guys know Lego. Like, it's really just a simple hinge pieces. These ones are the more tightened ones, and these two black wings over here are the more clip pieces. And yeah, that's really how you unfold it out. And that's why I built the stand, because I was like, I could hold it, but it really doesn't do it a justice with my hand in the way. But that's it, all opened out. You guys just saw me able to do that perfectly. I have 8 wings on it, perfectly like how they... Let me take a step back. There's 8 wings on it, exactly like how it is in the movies and comics. There we go. You guys know I'm terrible at speaking. But Let me throw it back on the stand for you, just because I feel like I'm doing it a disservice. Oh my god, the camera's going around everywhere. And there we go. There she is, the StarBlaster herself, on the stand, with all the wings opened out. I gotta say, guys, I did a very, very good job. And like I said, I literally searched and searched and searched on YouTube. All the biggest YouTubers, all the biggest custom build YouTubers, even people who don't even do Marvel stuff. I searched everywhere for custom built Nova Corps StarBlasters, and I got nothing. So if you're searching for this if you're searching for that too out there, well, now you'll get a result, because Joe Clone has come in clutch and has made something very, very awesome. And I know I'm patting myself on the back, but I work so hard on these custom builds, guys, and when they really just turn out like this one's turned out, it really just makes me happy. And I deserve the credit for it, because it's a grind. I gotta say, it's a grind. And next time, maybe even not next time, I might just take a day and take apart all my custom builds and give you guys instructions, so you guys could have this as well in your collection. Because I gotta say, there's not a lot of Marvel ships that I like. Like, Star Wars is a bigger vehicle universe than Marvel, but the Nova Corps StarBlasters, I've always thought, are just so badass. And there's a real-life scale one in front of the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which I take a picture of every time I'm in front of it, no matter what. So that's really why I just wanted to build one in Lego, because there is an official one in Lego, but it's kind of a forgotten set, because it's sort of like it's good, but it's not perfect. It's scaled down, but that's why I really am just so happy with how this turned out. And yeah, it's beautiful. I hope you guys, if you really want to build this, I really hope you guys give it a shot as well and custom build stuff of your own. Don't be afraid to custom build stuff, guys. And I really have to say, don't be afraid to take a custom build apart and rebuild it and make it better, because I built this a month ago, literally a month ago, and I just let it sit, and I just waited and waited, and I was like, I can't wait anymore. I gotta take it apart, and I gotta redo it so it's right. And it's beautiful, and it's perfect, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. Let me just go mobile one more time to give you a full overview of the whole thing, and then we'll go to the final lineup. And look at it straight on like that. So perfect, so beautiful. It really is a thing of beauty, guys. I'm just so happy with how it looks. The whole shape of it, the shadow, the outlet, it's... Wow, Joe Clone, good job. Good job. Wow, look at that. So cool. Let me go back around this way. It's good on every angle. Here's just it in hand, just to show you that it could be held in hand, and it still looks so good while being held in hand. Look at those wings. Literally so perfect. Just so cool coming at you. Back on the stand, we're going to go around one more time. I promise, guys, one last time. So cool. Look at it in the light, how it catches it. So awesome looking. It really is just perfect. It looks like they're about to take down the Dark Aster. Just so cool. I love the... Let me go to the back. Look at that. Awesome. So awesome. Back around. And there we go. Now we'll go to the final lineup. And you guys know I love doing little scenes like this for the final lineup. I know no one's in there right now, but I just think it's cool that I have a little Ravager ship and a StarBlaster now, so they could fight whoever threatens the galaxy together. And yeah, I think I'm going to go stationary just for the final outro. And there it is. Back on the stand, back in the stationary stage. Yeah, guys, this was a very, very hard custom build to do, a very hard look to achieve, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. And I really love the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie and all of their movies, but the first one is just so special to me. And honestly, the Nova Corps are special to me. The first Marvel comic book storyline I ever read was Annihilation Wave, actually. So I really didn't get to see a lot of the Nova Corps in the comics from where I started. So being able to see them in the movies was just so cool to me. Because I feel like I missed out on a lot of their badassery. And we definitely got to see some of it on display in the first Guardians of the Galaxy film. I really hope they do a Nova movie or anything on the big screen someday soon, but who knows? Maybe soon. And you know what that means. We'll definitely be getting some awesome Lego sets for it. But this was Joe Clone's fully custom from scratch. Joe Clone's custom Lego Nova Corps StarBlaster Starfighter. Boom. Perfect. As you know, I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe. And I thank you for joining me on the journey. I thank you all. More Lego content on the way. More Lego Marvel, more Lego Star Wars. Don't you worry. That's a review. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.